Hello, and thank you for stopping by. I had another competition today, and things didn't go as planned. You can practice, you can dry fire, but sometimes you get out on the range and you learn a really valuable lesson. So I'm going to show you tonight what happened to me, so maybe we can keep it from happening to you. Steel at Rio Salado Sportsman's Club today, and it was another fantastic week. I love that event. It's a weekly thing. If you're in the Valley, if you're in the Arizona, come shoot Tuesday Night Steel. It's an awesome game. I had something happen tonight though that I wanted to talk about real quick, and you're always as you're getting new equipment, there's always something, and you can go out on the range and you can practice with something, and you can shoot dry fire reps and things with something, but until you get it out there running competition, sometimes things don't go wrong. And tonight some things went wrong for me. So I'll show you in the video what happened. This is the my SIG P211 GTO. It's clear. This is the gun I shot tonight in Tuesday Night Steel. Love this gun. It's been performing really well. I have an upcoming video where we're going to compare this to an XC and a Gerson, which will be a really exciting video. This is my holster. This is a black Scorpion holster. This came off of Amazon. It's a very inexpensive holster. I've got adjusted it to the angle that I wanted at and everything. But there's something interesting that I found tonight. As this holster went in, and I wish I hadn't modified this. I already did the work and then realized, dang, I should have filmed that. But I'll show you what it was. You can see on the back side of the holster here, see if I can get it where you can see it really well. See how here's the magazine release. Well, this plastic used to come up around this magazine release. So tonight, 3 times, when I manipulated my gun from the holster or put it into the holster, my magazine came out. And on the last stage, it was so stupid looking. Like, I literally drew the gun and went to fire on the first target, and my magazine hits the ground. And I'm like, awesome. So I have to reload, and then you'll hear me say, like, it's got to be the holster. So then afterwards, I really examined the holster, figured out what it was, and then I've made this modification. So I don't think that is something I will deal with again. I just had to cut around that magazine release. It didn't seem to affect at all the integrity of the lock at all, because that lock's in a different place. That's not part of the tension that's there. So shouldn't have any problems there whatsoever, but I've got it around that now. Shouldn't happen again. So that's the modification that I made. But tonight on Tuesday Night Steel, they had some really fun courses. Some of them were really fast. And if you've been watching my channel at all, I'm primarily a PCC shooter, and I'm getting into PCSL, and I'm really liking that. And so I'm working on increasing my proficiency with a handgun. You've seen me test out a lot of the things behind me. And this for right now is what I've settled on, because I can run an open gun in PCSL and it doesn't make a difference. I really like this gun. I like the way it shoots. It fits my hand well. I come right to the dot. It's a natural grip angle for me. I don't find it walking right to left in my hand. So this is my gun of choice for right now, and I'm going to shoot this one for a while and really get accustomed to it. I have made one other little change to the gun, and it's hard to see because I cleaned it up a little bit afterwards, but just here you can see where it's shiny just a little bit right there. I softly rounded this edge. You really have to be looking for it because I've put a little bit of black covering on there. But I rounded this edge right here. I was basically getting Glock knuckle right here where this is undercut. This edge was a little bit sharp and abrupt, and it's metal. So I found tonight, especially after I shot, you can see where my finger rubs right here. So it's getting a little bit of a hot spot there. So I rounded that. That feels better for now. I'll give it a little while and see if that solves my problem. Okay. Basically what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to walk you through. I'll show you there were 4 stages tonight. I had one where the stage failed. It failed. So I shot a popper that fell down, and that's supposed to trigger a swinger to block some of the targets. And when I shot the popper, it fell down, but somebody had set it up wrong. And thank goodness, because I had a problem with my magazine at the beginning. I had delayed a little bit. it just slowed me down a little bit. Not a ton of movement tonight, a little bit, but mostly in like a diamond pattern. So really the decisions on stage planning, where do I want to go left first or right first, and where am I going to put my reload in there? That's obviously something I don't deal with as much on PCC, is planning where my reload's going to be on a short stage like that. But shooting handgun, I think at one point in the video, I go, this reload stuff's bullcrap, because it's just not something I'm used to doing now, because I've been shooting 40 round magazines with my PCC. So I'm getting better. You'll see some of the stages, like the last stage where the magazine does drop. The magazine drops, I freeze for a second. I'm like, really? Pull another mag load, and then I finish the stage, and I finished it pretty strong. You'll see. I run to the arrays that I have to hit. There are 3 arrays, and I think I did them flawlessly in pretty decent times, good splits. So I'm happy with the performance tonight. I don't expect that I will have come out with the win. I'm shooting as a D-class shooter in open, so I'm starting at the bottom, and it's going to be fun to work my way back up. I want to be a master or grandmaster in handgun by sometime next spring. So I'll work at it. It's going to take a lot of practice on my part. I've got to get it so that the gun feels like it's part of me. When I've got my PCC up there, it's like an extension of me. Like I'm really comfortable behind that gun, and not as comfortable behind a handgun. So it's something I'm working on, and I look forward to getting better and better, and learning all the little things like, make sure your freaking holster doesn't push your mag release button, you moron. Lesson learned. That's how it goes. So enjoy the footage, and I'll try and explain some of this as we go along.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you are finished, unload and show clear. If clear, hammer down and holster. Range is clear. 2327.
Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. Stop.
Saved by the bell.
Unload. Unload. Your mag just came out.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, it did. I'm
Ready.
gonna keep making ready. Thank you.
You owe us all $5.
There we go. All right. I wonder if I'm hitting it when I go in.
Could be.
All right.
Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. Clear, hammer down, holster. Range is clear. 2568 clean. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. If you are finished, unload, show clear, clear. Hammer down, holster. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by.
That is that holster. It's got to be.
Finished on load, show clear. Clear, hammer down. Holster. Range is clear. 2440.
Okay, so it's the next day, and obviously it was a fun event. As you can see from the footage, things went a little funky, but that's part of the learning process for me. This is how does it go for a competitive shooter? That's what this channel is kind of all about. And I want to share these things that I learned that are big learning moments for me, and this was a big one. Really hard testing equipment before taking it to a competition is fantastic. Now, Tuesday Night Steel isn't some serious competition. It's not one where there's like a, there's a national record of this or anything. So it's a local match. That's a great place for me to go and make a mistake. It's a great competition, but training level competition. And that's been a really great thing for me. I'm glad I learned this before I took this gun and this holster to my first PCSL competition. I don't want to have something like that happen there. So lesson learned. I can train hard and make sure that I'm pressure testing all of my equipment and make sure that things are ready to go when I get out of the range. So there's your tip. Just make sure that the stuff that you're using, you've pushed it, you've tested it, you've really worked at it. If I had just done some more heavy draws and holstering and worked a little bit more with that holster, I might have caught this before I got on the range in a competition, and I wouldn't look like an idiot when I draw my gun and my magazine falls to the ground like an amateur. A little bit of an embarrassing moment, something I can laugh off, and I'll just continue to improve and get better. Guys, that's it. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully this added some value for those of you that are out there looking to get into competition or you're just starting out. And we learn, we keep moving. So if you do me a favor, like this video, subscribe, comment down below, ask me questions. Is there anything about the competition world that you've got a question about that you want an answer to, something you've been wondering about? If you haven't jumped into competition yet, let me know. Let's get in a conversation in the comments down there. And until the next time, we'll see you out on the range.